everybody. Uh, this is from Digianalix. We are in I-Talk, and we will be having a discussion panel and very good interview with our one of our intern. So she is Miss Hunda Kayum, and she has now recently joined PhD at university in Italy. So I wanted to share her experience so that you can get motivated, and we will see how the journey she has started and how it's going. So it's going to Miss Humda Kayyum. So over to Humda sir.
First of all, thank you very much for letting me to share my profile with you. My name is Hamda Kayyum and I belong to Pakistan. I started my journey with Digianalix back in 2020, but at that time it was just started and the setup was very short and they just took a start. So I joined this team and we started working together. But as the time progressed and we started working on different projects, starting from a brief review papers and then moving on to our research project and all those things. So we took a step and then we started working on it. Now and I meanwhile I started applying in different universities, and it was not I mean to say that it was not uh, a very strict process, that I was not targeting a single country. I was applying in different countries, like it was a whole Asia, and I was applying also in the Europe and also in the America. And in that period, DG Analytics has really helped me a lot when we apply in multiple universities. So these universities normally ask for the reference letters and the recommendation letters. So whenever it comes around, I just give him a call, and he uh, gave a reference letter on my behalf, and he actually gave a very good reference letter in that perspective, which helped me in securing a PhD position in Italy. So right now I have secured a position in Italy. Meanwhile, also in a Korean university, and 2 days ago I also got a call from a Taiwan university that I also got selected on a full scholarship there. So, what was the main thing that actually helped me in getting this scholarship? So, I would say that it was this training program that I had done in my previous year, because transcriptomics and the bioinformatics is really an emerging field, and normally the faculty and all the universities are seeking for the candidates who can perform the bioinformatic analysis, especially the computational analysis, and who can run the next generation sequencing analysis, because it is a multidisciplinary field and it can be incorporated in each and everything. So whenever I have told about my this project, like I am doing working as an intern with this company, so they actually got inspired and they gave me very good marks. So I would give my whole credit to this company, and so working with the DG Analytics, because it actually really helped me a lot in moving from being a no one to an PhD candidate.
That's very kind of you, but the thing is that it's all your hard labor. But the strategy, what we have discussed with Humda, is very correct. The current advanced technology, now people are looking and moving more forward to machine learning. People are more forward moving to genomics, integrating it with artificial intelligence, neural network. And Humda is still continuing with us. In spite, she has joined the PhD there, especially in Bolzano, Italy. Joined there, and you are joined under which department in that university actually?
It's actually the science and technology department, and specifically in that I am going to work on in the agriculture sector.
In the agriculture center. And your guide name is?
It's the Miss Professor Sanja Barik.
Okay, that's good. And what exactly the project you were planning to do there? Any project name?
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's not has decided yet been decided, but still the main area in which I am working, it is on specifically the plant pathology. Like we are targeting that what kind of the specific pathogens that are going to attack on the fruits, especially in the post-harvest diseases, and then we will go for the further analysis like what are the molecular mechanisms and how the pathogen attack this specific fruit, and what are the underlying changes that are going to be induced within those fruits. So it has not been decided yet, but still it is just a rough idea that we will work on this.
And I think the techniques which you have been working and you will be working in future, like for example, you will be working with transcriptome or genomics, and I think in future also you can work on crop modeling. As you have enrolled, next phase you will be learning how to do the crop modeling and machine learning, data analysis, and artificial intelligence. As per I have discussion with many scientists of different universities abroad, they are especially targeting these fields, especially that people know genomics, and plus if they are integrating it with the pipeline, especially for machine learning, AI, and precision agriculture and other things, it will be very helpful. I am working in both field, precision medicine and precision agriculture. So I think our interns who are getting exposure here, we will be helping them a lot, and we will be working on more live projects, more publication of Humda is also going to come very soon. We are working on different kinds of projects, and other students also are working in a team. So along with this, I want that Humda should also guide students, if MSc students who wants to apply, or PhD students who want to apply for abroad, or postdoc students wants to apply, what are the hardship and challenges you faced, except this letter and your experience. What is the process, for example, if you are applying to some country, what process you approached, and what are the things you do there?
So I will, first of all, I will start with the Italy. Like here, I have got a much experience. So I am actually applying in Italy since 2021.
What was the approach you are initiating, because you have now experience with your applying to positions there? So can you suggest this thing to our audience and our students, or the students who will be watching this video, uh, so that they can guide and they can also apply for MSc, PhD, or postdoc positions?
Yeah. First of all, I would say that specifically target the area of your interest in which you wanted to apply. Like there are the normally in the European countries they offer the multidisciplinary fields and they offer the various fields. So first of all, we have to check out that what is the specific area in which we are looking for. Then from like there are the department life science and technology, but in which I had applied. But within life science and technology, there are the various fields. Like are the animal sciences, there are the agriculture sciences, there is the food sciences, and even the human sciences as well. So from there, we normally target the project of your interest. So when we find out that okay, I will go for this project, then start working on your research proposal. Once you started working on your research proposal, you start reading, and when you start reading, you dig out the literature, and then you go out further into the details. Then you got the broader picture of the things that are going around. So that not only help you in understanding the basic techniques, but also it helps you to understand that what is going on in the world right now. So then you can plan your studies, then you can then you can offer your idea, then you can propose your idea to this world that okay, I am going to work on this. After research proposal, there is also another document that also hold a very significant importance in our this journey, and that is your CV. So I would not suggest everyone that you should start working on your CV right in the middle of your masters or right in the middle of your bachelor's, because when you start working on your CV at that moment, then you know that what are the loopholes. You check your CV on the regular basis after 2 days or after 3 days. You check that, then you know that okay, this is the point in which I lagged yesterday. This is the point in that I had not included previously. So then you also can take help from another expert, and you can show your CV to him, and you can ask him that okay, there are some mistakes in my CV, and can you please look into that, and can you suggest something. So you should work on it as well. And there is another also a document, and that is the also very important, I would say, that this is this actually plays an important role, like around your 60 to 70% admission uh, relies on it. And it is normally it can be seen as a letter of motivation. It also be said as the personal statement or the statement of purpose. It also be named as the statement of research interest. So the names are different, but are somehow they are kind of the similar documents. So normally, like when we apply for the PhD, they ask for the statement of research interest. So a statement of research interest is actually in that document we explain what are our area of interest, what we have done previously, what are we actually doing right now, and what we target to do in our future. What is our main aim? What are our goals? And what is a specific project on which I will work on? And why I'm targeting this specific university, and what I will give back to this university and to this country. So normally in Italy, our CV and our this letter of motivation play an important role. And then there are the publications. Publications, normally master students do not have much publications, but still if they do have some publications, then it can be the cherry on the top of the cake. It can give them the additional marks. So after publications, I would suggest each and every student that you do have some good relation with your supervisor, and you do have good relation with some professional ones, because these days universities ask for the recommendation letters and also ask for the reference letters from your previous professor or from any other person whom which you have worked previously. So when you apply in any university, they send back an email to that person, and then he evaluate your and give the evaluate your capabilities, and he give the recommendation to that university that okay, I have teach I have taught that student previously, and that student is capable of doing PhD or capable of doing that work, and I am justifying and I am giving my remarks on his performance. So try to make good relation with your the advisor and your professional one. And these are some basic documents, and these are the some basic things that help a student to apply for the PhD. Yeah, this is a very critical question, that which university we should target. Normally we got confused in that question. So I will say that at this phase, when we are in the PhD, then we should not go for the ranking uh, thing, because normally PhD relies on our work and on our specific project. We have to build a very good relation with our professor. We have to publish a very sound research work that do have a very good tendency, and that can be published. But we go for the good ranking university, and when we target that university, we go away from our goal, we go away from our specific area of interest. And when we do that, then we cannot perform much better, because our field of specialization got changed. So we have to stick to our field, and in which we have specialized specialization already, and in which we know that we can perform much better in it. So, and because this is our area of interest, so this is the first thing. Secondly, there are some things like fully funded, partially funded, and without funding. So universities offer multiple scholarships, like in the European countries, and specifically in Italy. Starting from the March and the April, they publish the calls. This is normally written as the call for admission. So when a call published by a specific university, so we go on the website of that university, we download the call, and in the call they have written each and everything. Like in that department, like if I am targeting the biotechnology department, so there would be written that in biotechnology department they are offering five positions on the fully funded scholarship. There are the one position without scholarship. One position is for those candidates who are applying from different countries. It is actually reserved for those candidates who are the foreigners ones. So then we have to choose. that okay, if we are applying, then there are in another category that either you want to apply for the open position or the reserved position. So then we choose that okay, we are either we are applying for the open position or we are targeting the reserved position. If we are applying for the open position, then we have to compete with the those people who are already in from that country. So then competition can get the more broader one. So if you are targeting the reserve position, then there will be those candidates, like if we are from the Pakistan, if we are from India, then we will compete with those people. So this is here comes the one point. Then after, if we got funded, the if we got the position that is without scholarship, so here comes the difficulty. I also got the position that was without scholarship, but then you have to contact with the professor and with the different committee members. Sometimes the professors also do have some funding. They also offer a good scholarship to the students if they are worthy and if they can do their part in their project. So you can also target a different single professor, or you can contact the faculty, whole faculty. You can even contact the coordinator that okay, I have got this position, but because I am unable to do that, and I am unable to join due to the financial hardships, so can you please give me some information about the scholarship or any other scholarship that your university can provide. So you can apply for that scholarship, and you can have a good talk with the professor, and then professor can help you in this regard. uh, this is the normally goes around for the Italy. There are another countries like the China. China offers multiple scholarships apart from their very good scholarship, the good Chinese government scholarship. They offer the provincial scholarships. Then they offer the scholarships that are offered by the universities. Then also there are the scholarships that are offered by the professors. So there are the multiple range of scholarships, and one can get the multiple opportunities if they are targeting those universities.
And the thing is that the professors, for example, how you when you applied, how was the response, and what was the story when you applied to the professor? You talked with the professor. What are the sites that you want to recommend to our audiences so that they can check for future ki if there is any job or something vacancies are there, so we can get into thing or they can apply through it. Some suggestions like that you want to give to the our
Yeah.
audience especially? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I just I first of all I checked the department website in which I got position, and I contact that professor. Then I check that which professor do have a similar domain, and in which I have submitted my research proposal, and in which I have worked previously. So I figured it out, and I checked thoroughly. Then after that, I found that professor, and I sent her the email. And when she checked the email, then she responded me back, and we discussed. We had an interview, and we arranged an interview session. And then in that interview session, we discussed the things that what is I have done previously, and then she told me about her area of interest, that she actually looking for a candidate who can work on these specific domains. So we discussed the things in very detail. After that, this process took around 4 to 5 months. Like it normally a very big duration of the time, and one should have a very uh, strong patience to wait for that thing.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
especially in big universities. If you are working at IIT and JNU and BHU in India, ISC, my history was also like that. So there is a chance if a student is no professor from the foreign also they see the thing, plus they have a strong recommendation previously, so they get a chance. But if a student who has already done MSc or masters from a university which is not at the top of the country, and they have to do some research, so my experience also suggests that they have to do the same approach which you did, and it was an excellent approach because it took time, but your skills, your hard labor and your patience ultimately paid you back. So this experience the students and
Yes.
audience should know, because if any student who is working and studying in a remote area somewhere, in India or Pakistan or any Asian countries. And if they want to do this, they have to make their portfolio or background very strong. So I am 100% agreeing with your thing. Uh, and meanwhile, when I just also wanted to know, because the interest has been very much interesting in this talk. So when you were doing the interview with your guide, the guide whom you were doing interview, so how was the interview when she asked that what you did previously, where you were working, and how you defended your these things with MSc? You were working in COVID in your home, with in your home you were working with, during the COVID, and the research we were working on, the publications, the discussions, and some trainings you were getting. And being a biotechnology, you were entering into a bioinformatics domain and you were learning. So how you cope up these things? It is very interesting to me actually.
Yeah. To be honest, she is a very kind lady, and she was very friendly. She was continuously encouraging me, and she was continuously motivating me. She told me, first of all, we shared the greetings, and then she said that, okay, what have you done previously? I told her about my previous background briefly, like I had done my masters in that thing, and then after that I am doing my internship with this company. So she said, "Can you please explain me about the work that you had learned in that from this company?" And I have done your publication that you have published with this company. So can you please explain about that? What is the kind of work that you have specifically targeted? So these are the some kind of questions. They sometimes do the cross checking as well to check it out that either this is your specific work or this is the work that you have to, because sometimes students do mention the work that do not relate it with them. So after that, they we discussed it. It took around 1 hour, and our discussion got prolonged and prolonged. And after the first session, we also arranged multiple sessions in which we discussed these things. We discussed that how we will proceed further and how we will take the things and how I will apply and how I will get the position. So we discussed it, but still it was very competitive. And mm, at that moment, it was seems challenging to. At the end, it turned out to be the very good, and it turned out to be the best. They actually asked me about my paper. This is specifically they have targeted the paper that this is your paper that you have published in that journal. So in that paper, what was your contribution and what you had done, and either the work that you have mentioned, it is actually done by you or it has been done by someone who has done it previously. So these are some kind of the questions. Then they ask me about the technique, that okay, you have mentioned that you are doing this project with this company. So can you please explain us the steps that you will follow, like you have done work until this point. So after this point, how you will take the things and how what are the steps that you will do after that. So I explained them about the methodology briefly, like these are the some steps that I have done previously, and these are the things that I will do in the future. So these are the outcomes that I will obtain, and how these outcomes will help me to become a better candidate for yourself. So these are were the some questions.
This is very interesting interview, and Miss Humda has given us this very interesting and very fruitful feedback that will be helping lots and lots of students. I think millions of students who are dreaming to come to foreign, or they get a chance to do the research and get the exposure in India or abroad or whatever. The line is always same, that we have to do hardship research, portfolio, and bring collaborations. So how much fellowships they are giving actually to you there in Italy for PhD?
Actually, it's normally that they offer to the PhD students around the 1500 euro per
Yeah,
month.
1500 euro you will be getting, that will be enough. And that's last and not the least, we can say the how you feel about Digianalix, how this is going to be helping students in future.
Well, Digianalix is playing a prominent role in flourishing and in polishing the qualities and skills of the students, because as I already mentioned that these skills are playing these skills are very important these days, especially in this contemporary age, for the scientists and as well as for the students, to because these are the skills that are incorporated in each and every field, like the machine learning and like the computational biology, starting from solving the health related skills to the agriculture sector, and also it goes around and beyond where we cannot think. So Digianalix is helping the students to learn these skills and then to apply them in a practical manner to solve these biological problems. So I would say that for me, Digianalix is was a blessing with which I have connected and got that position, and it helped me to build my future.
Highly thankful to you that you are here. I am also wishing you all the best for your future.
Thank
And we will be in touch. We are doing more research collaborations. We will be working together. With this, I am ending this interview. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this channel so that more videos will be coming forward in order to help you, in order to help students for future of their research. Thank you and have a nice day.